me. Well, the bridge is old and that case is stone, and it's got that type of sound that you can't buy in a store. But with it he gave his trust. That's probably why I never gave it up. And it may not mean that much to you, but it damn sure meant the world to us. It's just an old racing trophy I won, and all those memories we made were fun. And damn, that old junior sure could run. Makes you better than the rest of them. Well, the gold is old and that nameplate's torn, but it's got that type of feeling that you can't buy in a store. And with it I found my love. That's probably why I never gave it up. And it may not mean that much to you.
How's it going, PJ?
It's going pretty good.
Yeah, so here we are in Nashville after the LS Fest. Now, what's it like to be a day in the life of PJ Norris, professional bracket racer slash musician?
Well, it was pretty good on the racing side this weekend, but it's, normal day for me is to get up. I try to stay up. I try to get up at an early time. I don't want to be one of those guys, gets up off the couch at like 1 o'clock. But get up early, and I do have a few things to kind of keep my day going along, and different chores and things like that. Chore-based type stuff to keep it going. But I get up, eat breakfast, normal stuff, and then I try to do as much music things as I can in one day, whether it be writing. Whether it be new song practice, guitar work, writing with other writers, producers, things like that, meetings with labels, whatever it may be music-wise, just try to fit in as many things as I can in 24 hours.
Cool. So being a bracket racer and country artist and or all musician types, when you go into meetings trying to get signed and stuff and you go and play, what do they say when they find out that you're actually a racer as well and striving? You're not only striving to be a racer, but you're striving to be a musician as well. Do they think it's cool? Or
yeah, they think the positive thing is it's a different background story. Every musician has their own story, whether it be some type of heartache or that led them to write that song, or whether it be they had a rough upbringing. Whatever it is, everybody has their own story. My story's a little different, right? I grew up in Columbus, Ohio, all doing all types of things, and then I got into racing at age 10, and I became, at 16, I really started writing a lot of music and really pursuing it full time. So my story's a little bit different because I involved my racing and my music life, which gave me a fan base that I would have never had I not been able to reach that market with the racing songs that I did. And even though they were hip hop, I think the labels and producers that I meet, along with just writers in general, are really intrigued by that, because it just brings a different side of the story that they may not have normally.
So how's life on the racing front? What have you been driving? What have you been doing? Tell us a little about your racing and what your Racepak's been able to help you do.
Yeah, so I before I had a Racepak, I had bought a stocker a few years back, almost 5 years now, and I was a bracket racer. So knowing the track and knowing what my car was doing is kind of irrelevant at first for me, because I was more, my dad built the cars, I just shifted on time, I did that, I didn't have to have all that other information. But I was also racing in like a 6-hour period. So when I got into stock, it was a lot of learning curve. The weather changes and all this information and what your car is doing and why is it slow. In bracket racing, it didn't matter that my car was slow. I was okay with that. But in stock, I still have to qualify. So, when the Racepak deal came along, for me, it really changed my whole game, because I wasn't much of a tuner and I wasn't much of a mechanic and wrencher and things. I had spun a main bearing earlier this year. I wouldn't have known that had it not been for my Racepak giving me that information. The warning lights that I had set up to tell me when oil pressure was at a certain point, things like that. And that's a real testimonial. I would have blown up that motor. I would have kept racing it. I would have grenaded that motor for sure had it not been for Racepak. So that's really changed my game in my stocker. My Chevelle as well, I've been able to really, I'm running Super Street, and it's a whole other ballgame to I used to run Super Street, just put numbers in the box and I would drive the stripe, whatever. I wouldn't worry too much about how close I was. With the Racepak, I've been able to figure out I've got a real RPM idea of what my throttle stop's set at, what I'm launching at. It's giving me a lot more information. My motor, I'd like to make some changes. I'm building a brand new Racetech dragster this winter, and that motor I'll probably put some different heads on it, and I have a lot of good information because of the Racepak data logger that I would have never had before. And having a technical background, it's something that I should have utilized a lot earlier. So I'm blessed to be a part of Team Racepak, as cliche as that sounds. Hi, I'm PJ North, singer, songwriter, rapper, race car driver, Team Racepak member. Stop guessing, start winning. It's just an old worn out 6 track.